Back in the garage using a different machine today. We got a crap ton of snow last night. Our condo in Costa Rica. And then it made me think of EV riders. Let's get into it. So yeah, we got a bunch of snow last night, so I was out using the snowblower to clear everything off. And like I said, it's making me really miss our condo in Costa Rica that we just purchased last year. Not going anytime soon, but you know, you can always dream. But as I was thinking about that, it brought up our HOA meeting we just recently had on it, and it was about, or a contentious issue was about EV parking and charging. Now, first things first, I have no issues with EVs. I don't have an EV snowblower, but I do have a battery powered lawnmower that works pretty good. I only have a small front yard. We have some grass beyond our property that I do cut. On a single charge, I get the front yard and the backyard done maybe 3 or 4 times without on a single charge. For a snowblower, anything I've seen, it's about an hour with a charge. I'm the type of guy that I love snowblowing, so I go out on the street and then I start just heading down. 1 hour of charge would probably only get 2 driveways for us here. I don't even know how many driveways I did today, plus doing the side where the snowplow goes so we can park cars on the road. So EV wouldn't, or battery powered snowblower really wouldn't work for me, but again, I'm not opposed to it. As for cars, I really wanted a Tesla a long time ago. A friend of ours had one. Now, if you know, in Canada, it gets cold here. He was telling me a story of how he went from his home in Toronto up to Muskoka area. When he left, he had enough charge to go to Muskoka, back, and then back to Muskoka. However, on the way home, again, this was in the winter, on the way home, bells went off. He had to stop halfway home. So the distance went way down just being in the cold and using the heater and stuff like that. So that soured me on EV. Again, no issues with them. As for bikes, type of riding I do, I can't do it. They're only about 100 to 150 miles or something like that. I don't ride like that. I'm going to be going longer than that. So that's out of the question for me. But again, no issues with EVs. Now, for the issue that we're having with the HOA, and now it's not an issue with the HOA, it's an issue with multiple or people on the HOA that have differing opinions. Again, I'm on the fence. I can go either way. I can be convinced either way. I can see both sides of the story, even though one side is kind of, let's just say, I'm not a fan of that person, so I tend to go to the other side only because of that. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. However, so what the issue is we're having someone that we rent the condos out, obviously, because you can't be there all the time. And then there's some people that rent them out. There's a electric vehicle comes, and now where we have our car park, each individual unit has their own parking spot and a little bodega. Now, bodega, I always thought bodegas were those places in New York City, little convenience stores, but bodegas are like little closets or storage rooms or whatever, and each one of those has a little outlet. Now, the outlet there is considered community electricity. It's not billed directly to individual units. It's community electricity. Now, there is one unit in our condo that seems to rent, and they rent to a lot of EV users. I don't know. I don't think we've had one. We could have had one. I don't know. But anyways, some of them are charging, and our rates went way up. Now, in Costa Rica, their rates for electricity are really, really high. So there's a couple of people in the HOA that have an issue with it because they're subsidizing someone else's energy for their vehicle. Again, I can see both sides. It's not outrageous. The expense, right now it's only one unit that has had it a couple times, but the rates did go up. However, spread out amongst the 16, it's not that big of a deal. It could become a big deal if more end up coming. So that issue's here nor there, nothing to do with you guys. They're going to be looking in to see if it's safe to be plugging your vehicle in, because who knows if the building codes for the electricity in our condo unit is up to snuff to be charging that. And that's how ignorant I am. I didn't even know you could plug it into a regular socket. I always thought Tesla or someone had to come and install like a charging unit for your house. I don't know. So anyways, that's besides the point. But what I wanted to bring up was electric riders or electric drivers. Like, is that kosher to just like go to someone's place and just plug in? Like, I know here in Canada, we have pretty expensive hydro rates here too, but like, it's not that big of a deal. If someone came to my house and they asked me to charge, I would let them. But is that something people do, is just go to someone's residence and just plug in? I mean, we have a maintenance guy that's there that has his jerry cans around for all the little utility tools that he's using. Like, do I just grab the gas and throw it in? I don't know. I just thought it was pretty presumptuous of someone to just go and think they could just plug in their vehicle and charge it up. There's charging units in where we are that's, maybe they're closer than the closest gas station. Shouldn't they be going to use that? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that something that EV drivers should expect, or riders, that they can just plug in wherever? I don't know. Anyways, until next time. Later.